I'm Paige Spisak.
And I'm Eric Hultgren, and we're with Visit Detroit, and we are hanging out in downtown Detroit to light the tree behind us.
And tonight we're going to be talking with influencers from Detroit and around Michigan
To find out why the holidays and this city are so special to them. Next on the Michigan's Best Podcast. Diamond, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
We are doing amazing. This has been an absolute blast.
Magical. I would say magical.
Absolutely magical. So, Diamond, we're obviously here with Visit Detroit. We're talking about the magic happening in the city and kind of what makes it special this time of year, and wondering if you had some words around what makes this place so special right now.
Yeah, I feel like, it gets really cold here, but everyone just embraces it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a part of the culture, and the holiday season, it feels right. Even though it's really cold and it's hard, but it feels right to have, the cold weather and to be bundled up, and come down for the tree lighting. So it's just special regardless,
What do you look forward to most about the holidays in Detroit?
I would say just seeing everybody that comes home from out of town, everybody that's moved away. When they come home, that's probably my favorite part. I just like being around everyone. Yeah.
So when they come home, because obviously we're kind of trying to get some tips for people who are coming into the city to enjoy this stuff. When your friends come home, where are you guys going? Like, where's the spots that you guys are going? Like, where are you going for brunch? Where are you going for dinner? Like, where's some places they should go?
I'm a downtown girl for sure. Okay, I absolutely love going to Central Kitchen. Their happy hour is amazing. I also love going to Dime Store for brunch. That's definitely a favorite. Eatori. I love their chicken sandwich. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else. And then I love going to the evening bar or standby for cocktails, a good drink. Those are definitely my favorites in the city.
And we're obviously heading into a holiday week, right, as Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean to you? Thanksgiving in the city, what does it mean for Diamond? What sort of traditions do you look forward to, and what sort of things do you like to share with your friends when, of course, they come back home, right?
Yeah, I love going out literally the night before Thanksgiving, going out with friends, whether we're just going to a restaurant.
Never heard of this, going out before.
Some of you may not have heard of it.
It must be a Detroit thing. I don't think most people go out that night. I think they stay home and...
But I just love coming downtown, Thanksgiving Eve, and going out for drinks and just going for dinner. It's probably what I try to do every year, and just bringing people back together that, aren't usually here, because I miss them.
And obviously, you've got a substantial following. Is there something coming up in 23 that they can get excited about? Like, what's next year mean for you?
Yeah, next year I'm going to be starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Yes. So
can we be on yours then, since you were on ours?
Oh,
yes.
that seems fair.
Yes, please. No, come. No, really come. I'm serious.
Totally, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm starting a podcast next year talking to creatives and just how they've made a mark in their industry, talking to a lot of black sheeps. That's always been my interest, people that are doing something different than what everybody else in their industry is doing, and people try to, make them feel bad or think why are you doing something so weird, but how actually they're the people that are on the leading edge for whatever their industry is. So,
Do you have a name for your podcast yet?
I don't. I really wanted to call it Black Sheep, but there's already a Black Sheep podcast, but it's going to be something similar to that. That's definitely the vibe we're going for. We're talking to those kind of people.
And so what was the impetus to start a podcast? What was the thing that you went, I've got another piece of creative I want to make, and I want to do podcasts. I mean, obviously, everybody has a podcast, but aside from that,
everybody does, yeah.
What got you interested?
I think it was just that it felt like the right next step of how to expand and start talking to people more intimately for me, because I want to just start talking to more people. I have a lot of good conversations with people when I go out in the city into events that are doing really cool things in the city, and it's like I want to speak to them and ask them the questions and share with other people all of the great things that they tell me, the secrets and the tips and the tricks and just their story, because everybody's story is crazy. So I want to just hear more of that.
And so last question before we let you go get warmed back up.
Yeah.
For you, obviously this city has evolved.
It has.
Both before COVID and absolutely during it to come
Yeah.
out and look like this, right?
Yeah.
But for you, what has that evolution felt like and looked like and kind of brought you to where we are today?
Yeah. I feel like the evolution of the city, it's partially scary and also exciting because there's a lot of things that have changed in the city, and sometimes for the good and sometimes not necessarily for the good. I know some people that have been displaced from where they were living downtown, moved out and shifted for renovations and restaurants and stuff like that, and so that never sits well with me, hearing
Sure.
those kind of
Yeah,
stories about people who had to, got kicked out of their apartment to turn it into a restaurant. But
Right.
I do love where the city is going as well, and it's so exciting when I tell people I go to town. They're like, "What's Detroit like?" And I'm like, "It's amazing. There's a lot of amazing things happen here." So I feel a little bit of both about it, but I'm still really excited.
All right, my friend, we will let you go. But before we do,
Yeah.
if people have maybe never heard of you, where do they find you on the
Yeah.
socials? How do they connect with you?
Yes, I am Diamond Davis, and you can find me at Your Coiliness on Instagram and TikTok. Those are my main platforms, and I talk all things lifestyle in Detroit and fashion.
Diamond, have a wonderful week.
Thank you, you guys too. So nice talking to you.
Take care.